Hi there, you're in the lab with your mate JJ. Today is mail call. Just a quick mail call for you today. I've been so busy, I've fallen behind. I haven't been getting videos out. I've just been busy with real world, with work and such. I've got so many things on the boil at the moment, so I let slide for a week or two on the channel, and I am sorry about that. So going to start catching up again. I've got to try and get some buffer videos in there, just so we know. My goal continues to be 3 videos a week: Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So that's what I'm aiming at. I might fall a bit short just lately because I've got so many things going on, but that's certainly what I aspire to, and that continues to be my aspiration. I got a call this afternoon from a friend who's like, "Mate, are you alright? You haven't released a video." So I've got people keeping their eye on me on the channel, which is good. It's nice to have friends. So look, I've been so busy, I haven't processed what's arrived in the mail. I've got that and that and this and this and this. So that's 5 bags of stuff that's arrived that I don't even remember what it is. It's been sitting on the bench for a week or two, just waiting for me to get around to it. So we're going to do the mail call today and just see what's arrived in the mail. It won't take too long, I don't think. It's only a couple of bags, so we'll get hammering through that. I am working on this, and it's taking a long time to get through. This turned out to be a real tome. I've been working on it for hours and hours and hours. You can see I'm about halfway through there. This is called Electric Circuits. It's an old book about electronics and electricity. It's really good fun. I'm enjoying going through this, but man, it's a slog. So I'm only about halfway through. So that'll be coming out soon when I can finally get around to finishing it. But it's going to take me quite some time to finish that. Over in the corner there is the next Maxitronics lab, which is the 30-in-1. I've got to record the introduction video so we can get started on that. The introduction video is a bit harder to do than the actual projects themselves, because I've got to go through the whole manual with you, just introducing the projects, and then I've got to scan the manual, which is 30 different projects, so I've got to do that as well. That's a bit of a chore. But I am working on that. And in this box here, this is the JCar Mini Project number 3. Now this was a bit of a thorn in my side, actually. I thought, oh good, a nice easy project. It's just got a comparator, and it's by rights it's a simple project. So I was expecting just an easy video with an easy JMP project number 3. Not so. I put it together, it didn't work. I had to go to JCar and get some more components because I wasn't really sure if the 1/4 watt resistors I was using weren't spec'd quite right, because they were supposed to be 1/2 watt, and I don't know if maybe I blew the comparator and I needed a different one, so it's all a bit confusing, but I am working on that. So that's the 3 things that I've got on the boil at the moment: the Electric Circuits old book teardown, the JCar Mini Project number 3, and the Maxitronics 30-in-1, but they're all kind of involved projects. The other thing is, you might have noticed, have I made an announcement? I'm not sure. That my new copy of Learning the Art of Electronics should be turning up soon. Learning the Art of Electronics is, of course, the companion to The Art of Electronics, and it's a set of 25 labs, pracs, experiments, things to make. Now this is Learning the Art of Electronics edition 1. It's out of print, pending the new version, which is supposed to be coming out this month. In fact, they said early March, so this should have probably already shipped. I prepaid. I got a copy at Amazon. I pre-ordered a copy, so I'm expecting my copy of Learning the Art of Electronics volume or edition 2 to arrive any day now. Now I hope it gets here within the next week or two, because I've been encouraged by a number of people who subscribe to the channel that they want me to do this. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to try and get one project done a month. So that's 25 projects. That's 2 years to get through the whole lab. And I was hoping that I'd be able to go live on April 1st. The April Fool's Day is, of course, the traditional product launch day. So hopefully I can get that done so the video is ready to come out on the 1st of April. When I did the review of this book, it was the 1st of April last year. So it's been nearly 12 months since I had a look at my copy. So that's 4 things to keep me busy in the next little while. But today all we're going to do is take it easy, do a mail call, get a video up for Saturday, and then I'll try and get something up for Thursday, and hopefully we're off and back on track. I am super busy. I've got so much other work to be doing, but I won't trouble you with all the details of that. So yes, let's pop over to the bench and let's see what's arrived in the mail. Here on the bench, so let's see what we got. Thought I might start with these things. I'm not sure what we got here. AD584 reference voltage source, 10 volt. Oh, I see. Cool. And this, yes, okay. So let me tell you about these. I learned about these watching someone's YouTube video, and I will try to find that so I can tell you about it in the show notes. And what these are, as I understand it, are circuits that have been tested with a highly sensitive meter, and their exact specifications have been written down here. So the 10 volt source is 10.003 volts. The 7.5 volt source is 7.4997. The 5 volt is 5.0002, and the 2.5 volt is 2.4992. So this is just for a very specific, accurate. So you can use this to test how good your probes and meters and such are, because you know exactly what the readings should be. So that's pretty cool. And this is the same thing, except it's for resistors and capacitors. So on the left here are 5 resistors: 10 ohms, 100 ohms, 1 kilo ohms, 10 kilo ohms, and 100 kilo ohms, all to 4 digits worth of precision. And then we've got the 10.0, okay, and then 101p, 994p, 10.1n, 100n, spot on, and then 942n. There we go. So that's what these are. They're just calibration thingamajiggers. So I think we'll give them a home. Now, I don't think we're going to need these spacers for anything. Why would we need those? I don't know. Anyway, might as well leave them in the back there. And I'll just quickly make a label for that. Alright, so that's done. There's our drawer with its calibration circuit label. We've got the voltage source, and we've got the resistor and capacitor boards. So we'll just keep that up there. I'm actually going to just jiggle that around there. Very good. So let's see what's next. Got another bag of stuff here. Alright. Oh, there's something more. Alright. I'll just get my coffee here. I've got a coffee. I've got to keep your nodes caffeinated. Okay, well, it looks like there's all sorts of stuff here. So, these are 50 pieces wire thread insert. M3, M4, M5, M6, M8, M10, M12. M12's huge, isn't it? Goes all the way down to M3. So this is if you need to repair your threads, you can screw these in, and it'll rethread a hole for your screw. I'm not sure where I'm going to keep these. I don't know. Let's just see what else we've got. So, this is some sort of USB-C something or other. Not quite sure what we're dealing with here. Oh dear. I don't know what these are. Let's fire up the old microscope. So how are we going to do that? Put him on there, and yeah. There we go. Alright, so I'll just transition you over there, and let's bring this in here. Alright, and let's have a close look here and just see what we're dealing with. Alright. 4056 A049354. So, and then there's other chips as well. So I don't know what we're dealing with here. TP4056. Alright, well, I'll be back in a second. I'll tell you what this is. Alright, I'm back. So let's just switch you back over here. Okay, now these are lithium battery charging boards. That's what they're called. TP4056. That's the chip. As you recall, we saw that on under the microscope there. So I'm going to put these in a box. There's a label for the box, and I also made a label for our thread, which we saw earlier. So I'll just get this done quickly. All right, so we got the thread sorted out there with the little silica gel in the back there, and then this is the lithium battery chargers. So I'll file those and then we'll continue. All right, on we go. So let's have a look here. We'll get this big guy done. These look like lithium battery containers. Very good. So yeah, it just says 18650, and then the rest of it's in Chinese. So yeah, fair enough. I hope I've got a spare drawer. Let me go fossicking. I'll be back. All right, so let me show you what I've got already. This is a battery holder. It says there on the lid, and these are just 9-volt clips, and then a couple that looks like a C cell. just a couple of battery holder bits and pieces, 9 volts and larger or smaller, depending how you want to count it. And I've got this one as well, battery holder on the lid, and this has got AA, D cells, AA. So there's no space in either of those, so we're going to open this one. This is a third one, and I'm just going to call it 18650. So let's get that done. On we go. So let's see what this guy is. ESP32C3. Fair enough. Let's get this guy cut out of here. Now I do tend to buy these little boards just to fill out my order so that I hit the minimum for free shipping. So the ESP32s, they're good fodder for an order, I have decided. So let's see what we've got here. Okay, well it's a USB-C, and we'll just I'll make a label and I'll get the drawer. There we go, so that's done. That's our ESP32C3. I'll just file him. And what do we got next? What's this? 5 pieces, Type C, fast charge, USB power supply. It looks like USB power. So let's open him up and see what we're dealing with. Shall we have a look at the thing again? Let's do that. So throw you over here, and then let's put him under the scope. Alright. Got to get our tongue pointed in the right direction. So, those don't seem to be labelled at all, do they? What about if we look at it sideways? No. Those chips seem to be pretty anonymous, don't they? Yeah, alright. Well, there's nothing on the back either. So these are a bit of a mystery. I assume that they're power. Okay. Well, I'll just jump over to the computer and I'll see what these are. Okay, so these are USB-C power delivery fast charging boards, so they can actually talk to the USB-C port and negotiate higher voltage and current. So here's a box. I'll file these and then we'll keep on keeping on. Alright, so that's our USB-C power delivery 2.0 and 3.0 fast charging boards. I'll put those away. On we go. What have we got here? Let's do these. These look pretty simple. So these are 10 pieces. Doesn't look like 10 pieces. It says 10 pieces. Maybe it's separate or something, I don't know. Diagnostic tools, multimeter test lead extension pack. Piercing needle tip. So this is insulation piercing probe. It does say 10 pieces, but it's obviously not 10 pieces. And these are all just one unit with a a protector on there, and there's a pin. Alright. Now, where will we keep these? Alright, I'm going to keep them in a banana plugs drawer down here, because on the back of these is banana plugs. Let's make a label and we'll put them away. Alright, so there we go. I got the banana needle label there, and I'm just going to stash those in the front there. So that's that. On we go. What have we got next? Yes, okay. So this is a OLED module. And is this also an OLED module? It is. And what is this? This is an ESP32. OLED development board. It's both. Is it both? I don't know. Alright. Well, these are actually different. One's KO24 and one's KO25. So they must be different colors. Yeah, I think they're different colors. Yep, this is blue and this is white. So let me go looking for a drawer for these. Alright, well I found this, which says 0.91 inch OLED. And these say 0.91 inch OLED. So let's see if they're the same. They might be the same. This one is the blue one that we're opening here now. Looks pretty similar to me. Pretty similar. These ones have got their jumpers installed. So this is blue. Alright. Well. Okay. I just want to squeeze this in here if I can. I'll tell you what, I'll just time lapse this so I'll get it all sorted out. Alright, so that's done. I just sorted those out. So it's two new 0.91 inch OLED devices, one white, one blue, to go in my drawer of existing ones. Now what have we got here? This is an ESP32 again, and it does say OLED development board. I'm not sure if it comes with an OLED. Oh, I think maybe it does. Let's pop this guy out of here. What have we got? Fascinating. Oh wow. So okay. So this is it's just what it says on the tin. It's a ESP32C3 OLED development board with a 0.42 inch OLED module, ceramic antenna, ESP32 Super Mini development board with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Wow, check that out. Alright, well, that's cool. I'm impressed. Now we've got these ESP32C3s, which are just bog standard ones. So we can put this in the back here. I'll just chop out the label. So we've got one up the back with the OLED. Cool. Alright, and what's this? Okay, this is not an OLED, but it's another. Oh, it's got a staple in it. It's odd. All right. Is it 2 pieces? I'm not sure. What are we dealing with here? Oh, okay. So we've got an ESP32C3 expansion board. Okay. Well, what we might do is just put these together, and then we can pop that in there as well. So this is the ESP32, just a little development board with some jumpers there, and then just get that away. And this is an expansion board, so it's just for plugging the ESP32 in. And then you can access its various pins and whatnot. That's pretty cool. All right. So that's all that done. I'll put these away and we'll continue. All right. So the next thing here is just some tweezers. Let's snip out the old label here. Now I believe these had like a fancy flat head or something. I think I recall seeing them recommended by a YouTuber, and I just trusted them and got myself a pack. So let's see, what are we dealing with here? Mechanic. I do like Mechanic. I'm familiar with them, at least. Just a Chinese brand, I believe. So, oh gee, this is a bit tricky. How am I going to get this out? I don't know. Gotta get something in there, get some leverage. There we go. Alright. Well, it's certainly very well packaged. Can't argue about that. These are the AAX17 Mechanic. And you see that they've got flat bottoms, so you can use them to hold things down when you need to apply some pressure, downward pressure on the top of a chip. So that's what these are. I'm not sure if I'm gonna, I don't know. I'll just keep them in the back there in the drawer, and this I'll just put in my scrap metal. Alright, so let's see what's in the box here. So some foam, more foam. What are we dealing with? Ah, right. Okay, cool. Now this was preparation for something. I think I'm preparing to do the learning the electronics course. Ah, yes. Okay. So we're not going to need the bags, I don't think. These are microamp analog meters. So they go from 0 to 100 microamps. I've got a whole bunch of them. These are just some of them. So looks like we've got some mounting options as well. Okay. So there's nuts and bolts, or just nuts and washers actually. There we go. Okay, cool. And we've got some padding. That's all very good. Alright. Well, what are we going to do? Give me 1 second, I'll be back. Alright, I'm back, and I got this big box. This is a big drawer. I'm expecting a bunch more of these, so I thought I'd just put these in here for now, and there should be more to go in here later on. I'm not sure if it'll be today or some other day. Depends what else there is. So let me open the next thing. Alright, so this is the next box. Hopefully it's a bunch of meters like the other ones, but we'll see. What have we got? Yep, it's a bunch of meters like the other ones. Excellent. I was hoping these would arrive. So let's pop them all out of their bags. Put this over here in the corner. All of the nuts and bolts seem to be pretty fungible. So what have we got here? Alright, this is milliamps, 0 to 1 milliamps. Very good. And just put the knife away. Alright, I'm going to take all of this and put it in here. Alright, so that's all done, but the thing to note is they're all ammeters in here. So these are all for measuring current. There are no voltage ones in here yet. So we've got microamps there, we've got up to 10 milliamps, and then we've got up to 1 milliamps, and then we've got up to 100 milliamps. So microamps, 1 milliamp, 10 milliamp, 100 milliamp. So we're hoping now to get some voltmeters to go with these. So let's see what else we've got. Maybe in here are some voltmeters. Let's see, huh? It'd be good if the voltmeters were here already. That would mean I could get on with my first experiment. The experiment being the one from learning the art of electronics, which I'm hoping to get done, as I mentioned earlier, hoping to get done by April, before April, so I can release it on April Fool's Day. Yes, these are voltmeters, great. Okay. So, this is probably the full set of them. Alright. They're really packed in there. And they're stuck. There we go. Do you think I should separate them into voltmeter and ammeters? I'm not sure. Let's have a look at the box again. I don't know. Here's a bag full of bolts. We don't need to keep this in there. That can go. Yeah, okay. Well, they didn't seem to come with any label. Okay. Well, let's throw the bolts up the back there, and then just put the voltmeters in there. This is 5 volts. I'll time lapse this as well. Alright, so I've printed out a label here for the Analogue meter drawer. There's voltmeters around here and ammeters around here. The voltmeters, I got 3 of each. I got 3 5 volts, 3 10 volts, and 3 15 volts. So it's nice to have a full set, all matching. Analog and voltage. We'll be using these, I think, when we do our Learning the Art of Electronics book, as I already mentioned. So that's that. Now, let's see what's in here. Okay. So it looks like maybe some extra ammeters. Let's see. I'm just going to chop this out. Ay, ay, ay. So, what have we got here? This is Ammeter, up to 1 amp. Okay. So perhaps this is the same. Looks the same, but the same number. Alright. I accidentally clipped the top of the baggie there with the scissors. Whoops. I think this is the same though. Yeah, it is. So it's just 0 to 1 amps. I assume that's the highest one that I got to go up to 1 amp. And these seem to have come from a different sort of supplier or something. I'm not really sure why I got these separately, but it was probably because they weren't available in this range from the other vendor. Alright. Alright. So yeah, okay. So microamps, milliamps, 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 amps. So I can do up to 1 amp with these guys. So let's just put them all in there, there, and there. And then there's a couple more nuts. Alright, I'll put these in there as well. So do I want to separate them out? I don't think we need to. This is just a voltmeter and ammeter analog collection. Great, I'll go put this away. Alright, I'm back and I've got just one more bag to open. That's this one here. Alright. Alright, well, these are BNC connectors, so I can plug things into my oscilloscope primarily, also my signal generator. So my scope and my signal generator, they're what uses the the BNC thing. So I'll just pop these out of their bags. Alright, so that's my paperwork. I'll just put that in my folder. So these are my cables. Let's see what we've got. This is banana plugs. Let's find another pair of banana plugs here. Alright. So that's 2 lot of BNC to banana plug. Very good. I'll just put them here. Alright, now these banana plug, nope, not banana plug, BNC to hook clip. 2 of those. So, I don't seem to have hook clips available. I've got alligator. Alright, leave it with me. I'll figure it out and I'll be back. And that's a wrap. So I did figure out where to keep those BNC cables. I've just hung them up the back here because I ran out of slots on the pegboard. Anyway, that's sorted now, so that's good. That was today's mail call. I suppose the thing that I was most pleased with today were my analog meters. I've got a whole set of voltmeters and I've got a whole set of ammeters, from a few hundred microamps through to 1 amp for the ammeters, and 5, 10 and 15 volts for the voltmeters. I got those because I think I'm going to need them when I do the learning the electronics video, as I've already mentioned. So yeah, just an unboxing to ease back into things here in the lab with JJ. You can expect to see the other videos coming out soon, so stand by for those. If you haven't subscribed, you could think about doing that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks very much for watching, and please remember to hit like and subscribe.